I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
One of the world's legendary motor racing circuits, Australia's Mount Panorama is a throwback to an era when most motorsports events were staged on public roads. Located outside Bathhurst, New South Wales, the 4-mile Mount Panorama circuit serves as public roadway when not being utilized for racing. Indeed, many adjacent businesses and residential properties can only be accessed using the roads comprising of the circuit. The circuit embodies many of the characteristics of the history's great open road courses, including steep grades and substantial elevation changes. There's a 570-foot vertical difference between its highest and lowest points. Flowing sequences of challenging, distinctly named bends like Hell Corner, the Dipper, Forest's Elbow, dramatic vistas for spectators. Mount Panorama was originally carved out of the hills around Bathhurst in the 1930s. Through a national employment relief effort during the Depression, local and federal government developed what had been a dirt track / tourist drive into a racetrack. Mount Panorama's first event was staged on April 1938, and apart from the years during World War II, the circuit has been in regular use ever since. Historically, the racetrack has been used for a wide variety of racing categories, including everything from open wheel to motorcycles. In recent years, Mount Panorama has been the best known as the home of the Bathhurst 12-hour sports car race in February and October's Bathhurst 1000, signature event in the V8 Supercar Series. But tonight, it's more Lonestar Racing GT3 preseason action, and it's coming up next on HBR TV. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mount Panorama Circuit. Qualifying underway, 10-minute session. We're about 3.5 minutes in so far. Take a look at some race details for tonight. Of course, Lonestar Racing GT3 Series. We're still preseason or final preseason or recruitment race of this short, I guess you could call it an intermission season. Then we get into the real thing. We go from 30-minute sprint races to 60-minute sprint races. But tonight, we're here at Bathhurst, 30-minute race, 75-degree air temperature, 76% humidity, partly cloudy skies, very light breeze. Going to be a fun one here tonight. Fastest in practice was Terry Crouch, so we'll go down trackside and I'll see what kind of lap time he can throw down here in the qualifying session. Again, 10 minutes, or 4 minutes in. First lap for Terry Crouch, 2:04.467 seconds. Gaston Massaroni, second fast, 2:04.614. Little hot through turn 2. I'm just going to butcher this one right off the bat. Matthias Ramos Mexia. Yep, butchered it. Guarantee it. I might have been close. I don't know, but it's going to happen a lot. Run the sports cars. You don't get the John Smiths usually. Sometimes you get some names that are tough for me to pronounce. We'll get it figured out eventually. Mexia running third so far in qualifying. Mexia 2:05.248, his best laps so far. Coming up on some traffic here. That's going to slow down his lap or help him, depending. If he can get through here clean with a little bit of draft, it may actually improve his time. Tucks back in BMW for a little bit of draft. Doesn't look like it's going to hurt him. I don't think he got on the brakes there. Tie us across the line here. Let's see what we can get for lap 2, 2:05.014. Doesn't improve his position, but a little bit faster in the lap time category. Drew Blaze in the Ferrari, fourth quick so far. There's not a whole lot this guy can't do. Comes in with a dirt oval background. He's translated that into some asphalt oval wins and some pretty impressive performances. But here he is, fourth fast at Bathhurst in a Ferrari. Didn't expect that. A little bit quicker than Kevin Blue so far. Kevin runs a lot of road course racing himself. So does guys like Dave Tamura, Sean Roberts, Andrew Locke. Blaze drops to P5 with Josh Lucas taking the 4 spot. BMW pretty strong here at Bathhurst. Top 4 so far. Fastest, and they're all BMWs, and then 6th and 7th is a BMW, and then 10th and 11th. Terry Crouch in the stream chat. What's going on, Terry? 2:03.97 for Terry Crouch. Talk about a flyer. Drew Blaze across the stripe. 2:05.052. That's his fastest so far of the session. Sean Roberts in the Audi. Gets a piece of the wall on corner exit there, just enough to throw some sparks. Oh, a little more than just enough here. Saves it, does he? Maybe? No? Nope. That's going to kill the run. Dave Tamira in that familiar teal and orange Porsche. Dave Tamira for a second there. Little connection issue for Dave. We've seen that a couple of times in various races he's been in. Usually not gone for long, but it has been an issue at times. Terry Crouch still fastest, 2:03.970. Gaston Massaroni trying to pick up the pace here, but now he's slipped to P3. Josh Lucas has jumped into the second spot. So he's running that Jägermeister BMW. 10 seconds remaining in the qualifying session. Drivers will be allotted time to complete their laps. Looks like Lucas gonna call it there. Second quick for him. Number 3 BMW, tucked in behind another BMW. If he can work his cards right here, maybe this is going to help him. A little bit of slipstream down the straightaway. Can he make that work to his advantage and take that second position back? Not a big difference between the two. 2:04.57 to a 2:04.61. We're talking half a tenth. Oh, gets in the grass. Oh, that's not Gaston, though. Gaston is the lead car in that group. Through turns 21, 22, and then the final corner, the left-hander, that's turn 23. Lots of turns here at Bathhurst, but equally a lot of straightaway. Some high speeds here, 165, 170 miles an hour down into turn 20. A bit of a right-hand kink before jumping on the brakes hard for the left-hand turn 21. Gaston crosses the line, picks up his position back, moves him onto the front row at 2:04.042. Jason Metcalf. Also running a Porsche, good to see. It's a challenging car to get a handle on. But man, it sounds great. Kevin Blue in the stream chat. Hello back. Metcalf down through 21 and 22. Metcalf across the stripe. Where does he check in? Does he get a clean lap out of this? 2:08.617, 13th quick for Jason Metcalf. That's going to get everybody in. A bunch of drivers opting not to take a time in qualifying. We'll see where they stack up here when the race gets started. Just finishing up the session here. We'll jump into our starting grid here briefly in just a moment. Again, the official season kicks off on the 6th of February. That'll be at Road America. Session goes up 8 p.m. Eastern time. We have an hour practice, and then we go racing at about 9 o'clock Eastern. 60-minute race. You can catch the entire season here live on HBR TV. Session is official, qualifying complete. Let's take a look at our starting grid here from Bathhurst. On the pole position with TLDR Sim Sport It's the BMW of Terry Crouch with a time of 2:03.970 seconds. That is getting it around here. Then we've got Gaston Massaroni starting P2. Josh Lucas will start third. Matthias Mexia starting fourth. Fifth goes to Drew Blaze. Sixth starting position, Lockie Bloxam. I'm going to mess that one up a bunch. Kevin Blue rolls off P7. Alfredo. Yeah, I can't get it. P8. We'll have to work on it, guys. I'm sorry. P9, Taylor Toller. Dave Tamiro rolls 10th. Juan Moncada rolls 11th. Aiden Young starts from the 12th position with Gambler Motorsports. Jason Metcalf's going to start from the 13th position. 14th goes to Stephen Place. 15th, Logan Paxa. Alexis Mendrakia starts 16th. Sean Roberts, 17th. Brandon Domain starting 18th. Yeah, I got a tip on that one. That's how I got that one right. Bill Molfeld rolls 19th. Daniel Klar starts the 20th position. Mike Piazza starts 21st. Aiden Floyd 22nd. Britt Osborne 23rd. Andrew Locke starts in the 24th starting position. Christopher Hickman starts 25th. 26th goes to Dave Seats. Stephen Lanny 27th. 28th, Jake Steenhoek. Paul Bilson, 29th, and 30th goes to Kristen Oldenburg. Yeah, I know. That was terrible. It'll get better, guys. I promise. These are all new people. We got Nick Ciccato in the stream chat. Not in the car, unfortunately. And let's see. Try Karachi. Yeah, we'll go with that. Since I got to fix some names in the as far as the teams are concerned, all that information actually comes from the driver themselves. They enter it typically into that driver information app. So if they would like to update it, we're more than happy to display it properly when the regular season gets kicked off. If these guys don't know how to do it or don't want to do it, that's fine. Just touch base with me and give me the proper information. I can override it on my end if necessary. But again, the SDK driver information app, it's a free app. Just make sure you follow the directions to the letter, otherwise it won't work properly, that is. So we've got a short parade lap here. We're going to go into the green flag here. They're already in turn 22, so turn 23 being the last corner. We're going to the green flag here just momentarily. Base car pulls off. Terry Crouch in the throttle right away. We are underway here from Mount Panorama. Clean start for the 59 of Crouch. Down into Hell Corner, turn number 1. Field up through turns 2 and 3, up the mountain. Crouch with a pretty comfortable lead already, 2 seconds back to Gaston. Again, top 3 all BMW, except for now Drew Blaze jumps into the 3rd position. He takes that over. Now he is the Ferrari in P3. And Gaston Massaroni with trouble up the top of the mountain. He's going to exit and go straight back to pit lane. We'll have to get a look to see what happened with the 3. It's a bit of the curbing. Oh, just loose on entry. Big impact. Don't think there was any help there. Let's back it up real quick one more time. Slow it down. Again from the chopper cam. I don't know if he got on the brakes while he was turning in at the same time. Cold tires did not cooperate. Likely one of Terry Crouch's biggest challengers for tonight's event out already here on lap number 1. That's going to put Josh Lucas into P2. Lucas out at the Carolinas, driving the Jägermeister-colored BMW. Drew Blaze up 2 spots on the opening lap in the Ferrari. Dave Tamira started in the 10th position. He's down 1 spot. Aiden Floyd, he's up 12 positions. What in the world? Those of you keeping track, we did have a handful of drivers opt not to take the green flag, so not a 30-car field as we expected, but Kristen Oldenburg, Paul Bilson, Jake Steenhoek, Stephen Lanny, Andrew Locke, Juan Moncada, Dave Seitz, and Chris Hickman all opting to sit this one out. Meanwhile, Bill Bullfeld and Gaston Massaroni in trouble early on, so that leaves 20 cars currently still in the race after lap 1. Tamira has dropped another position back to P12. Somewhat uncharacteristic. Tamira, he's run in this Lonestar Racing Series quite a bit, whether it was just GT3. Actually, I ran with those guys in that initial season last year. Then they went off and did a road racing series, a multi-class with the LMP2 and GT3. Tamira ran an LMP2 car in that series. Kind of hit and miss with the success, but prior to all that, Tamira ran the SR8 Radical League, the Superior Class Auto Racing Series. Was quite competitive. I think he even had a win or two over there. Finished out the season, I believe, top 3 in points. So certainly a competitor in an open cockpit, but almost some contact with the BMW to his right side. Alexis Mandrakia gets on by. Tamira drops back to P13. Hair racing experience through the right-hander. Tricarici. Am I saying it, Nick? Come on. Tricarici. Based on what you're putting here as far as how you pronounce it, that's how I'm seeing it, but those things don't usually help me all that much. Tricarici. It's a cool name. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of fun. I just hope I'm saying it right. So you look back at Alexis Mandrakia trying to take that position away from the 57 BMW. Again, more BMWs. It seems to be the car of choice here tonight. Alfredo gets a good run out of that corner. Puts the power down. Terry Crouch still with the lead, about a 4-second advantage over Josh Lucas, number 16 BMW. Fredo very good through the mountain here in the rhythm section. Gets a small piece of that wall. And you see how narrow this racetrack gets up through the mountain. There's no runoff whatsoever. You're going, like I said, up way high up in the elevation, about a 517-foot climb up to the top and then back down. And then we got that high-speed run out of the mountain, the straightaway, turn 19 down into that kink right-hander 20. Fredo taking a look to the inside on Aiden Floyd. This would put him in the 10th position if he can get it done. Actually, stand corrected. Steve Place in the 9th spot. Aiden Floyd looking to the inside. Nothing doing there. Shuts the door, does Place. Number 23 Ferrari out of Canada. Kevin Blue running in the 8th position. Down one spot, and we got trouble. One driver disconnecting quickly after an incident. Not sure who it was. It might have been multiple drivers. Lockie blocks him, it looks like. Let's take a look. Yeah, that is the Porsche. We'll go back to the chopper view here from the overhead. Again, Lockie out of Australia, kind of a home track. Puts the power down on exit, and the rear end just comes around. That's not a rear brake bias issue. That is just a little bit of more torque on exit, and around goes the Porsche. We'll keep a close eye here, see if anyone collects this driver. Came to rest broadside, really in the middle of that racetrack. Not a whole lot of space for guys to get on by. I think one may squeak by on the left before Lockie leaves. Yes. There you have it. Also had some issues here. Lap 3, Britt Osborne was in trouble. Looks like down last corner on exit. Just gets it off into the tire barrier. Bill Molfeld slightly caught up in this as well. Really just coming to a stop almost to avoid contact. Being safe. Meanwhile, Bill Molfeld may have crashed again. Coming up the mountain here. Maybe going back down. Oh, hard to see, but maybe over-rotated on the brakes, gets it into the barrier. Meanwhile, Kevin Blue back up to the 7th position. He's gotten around the Ferrari. Oh, goes off the racetrack. Who is that? That Toller? Toller of the Red Bull BMW overshoots the corner, goes through the grass, maintains the position. I don't know if that was just out of caution from Kevin Blue and Stephen Place not to make contact with that almost crashing BMW. Maintains the position, loses a little bit of distance, the gap between himself and Kevin Blue as they come down the straightaway here out of 19. Kevin Blue goes wide. The Ferrari takes advantage. He's on the left side. That's Stephen Place taking advantage of the position. He's going to get P7 out of that mistake from Kevin Blue. Nothing serious, but it loses a position nonetheless. Let's ride on board with Kevin as he negotiates the front stretch here down into Hell Corner, turn number 1. Another moment for Stephen Place now, almost in disaster, going up the hill again. Trying to keep out in front of Kevin Blue. Kevin has adjusted and has closed back into the back bumper of Place. 11 minutes into this event here, 30 minutes the scheduled distance. Best battle on track so far. Logan, I'm going to mess this up again. Out of Canada, Logan Paxa has gotten up into that 2nd position. Now 4.7 seconds behind Terry Crouch. But he's up 13 positions, as is Aiden Floyd running in 9th. Checking on our leader, Terry Crouch. Still a healthy margin out in front, 4.7 seconds. But the Canadian in the Ferrari, Logan Paxa, made up some significant time. In fact, Paxa's last lap 2:02.92, lightning quick. He keeps pulling laps like that, he will catch Terry Crouch. We may have a battle here for the lead here in just a little bit. Logan goes faster, 2:02.91. Crouch still with the lead, but he does have the number 3 BMW. That's Gaston Massaroni. Remember, Gaston had his incident lap 1 right about here. A little bit of oversteer with his BMW, put it in the wall. Hasn't given up, got the repairs made. Currently marked 19th on the field. Ironically, right behind where he expected to be with Terry Crouch in his sights. Question is, will Logan Paxa have to contend with that BMW being a lap down? It's going to be a matter of how badly damaged and slowed that BMW is after those repairs were made. Can that Ferrari make the pass in a convenient location for both drivers, more so for Logan, so he can continue to hunt down Terry Crouch? The deficit has shrunk about a whole second in the last lap or so. It was about 4.7, now it's down to 3.3. Again, Paxa is going to have to find the perfect opportunity to make the pass on this slower moving BMW between himself and Terry Crouch. Right on board here with Logan and see how he makes laps around Bathhurst. Logan very brave with the throttle. Interestingly enough, Gaston's laying some pretty good time considering he's had some damage. I know there was a fast repair, so that could be the reason why he's essentially running a new car. Slow mover up ahead. Evasive action taken by both drivers. Logan looks to the inside. Gaston does just yield that position. Veteran move by both drivers. Now it's just time and space between Logan Paxa and Terry Crouch. It's 2.5 seconds as they work down the backstretch. Guess you can call it the backstretch. Me and my NASCAR terms. Just past halfway here from Bathhurst, 16 minutes in of 30. Logan Paxa started, well, 15th on the grid. Don't even know if he took a time in qualifying officially, but he has worked his way through this field masterfully and is closing in quickly on Terry Crouch for the top spot. 2 seconds between these two at the stripe. It's going to be awfully close, close enough maybe for a slipstream on the straightaway, maybe the next time around. .6 seconds now between Crouch and Paxa. Remember, Josh Lucas was quick early on as well. He is still running in the third position, but 8 seconds in the rears. Almost 9. Crouch pretty good through the mountain. Deficit now 1.2 seconds. Paxa might be close enough for draft here. Under a second now. Pit stops underway. Both top drivers, Crouch and Paxa, in pit lane at the same time. Guess here is the question. Does anybody bother with tires? I know it's a very short race. These tires have been proven, though they have changed that tire model to go a little bit longer. Or shorter for that matter. But yeah, they're on jacks. Logan's taking tires here. Very surprising to see. And track temp not very high, only 98 degrees. But quick stop. They got to get fuel anyway. This is going to allow Logan to be a little more aggressive. I don't think Terry took tires. It was a 10-second stop only for the BMW. With 10.5 minutes remaining, this could be the deciding factor as to who wins this race. But meanwhile, the 8, the BMW of Matthias Ramos Mexia, I still mess that up. He's your current leader. Has not made his pit stop as of yet. I expect we may see him this time by or the next. Through all that, Crouch with a 10-second deficit to catch the leader, and he has completed his pit stop. Now Logan Paxa taking tires versus not. He is 12 seconds behind Terry Crouch. He's got some work to do. Don't think he's going to have enough time. Even at 2 seconds a lap, it's just, that's 10 laps. You only got 10 minutes left. You may only see about 5 more laps before this one comes to its end. Matthias in pit lane for his first and only stop of the day. We'll see if he just goes fuel only. I would imagine he will. Of course, we thought everybody would do that, but Logan Paxa opting for tires with his fuel stop. Cost him an extra 12 seconds. Terry Crouch retakes the top spot. Going to be fuel only for Matthias Mexia. Terry Crouch back out in front, still enjoying a 12-second lead. Logan Paxa headed up the mountain. Make a move here on the lap car. It's Mike Piazza, currently the 17th place machine. Best lap of the day for Logan Paxa is a 2:02.91. And he did take tires, so it's going to take some heat to get back into that set of tires before really able to push. But, man, he really seems like he's pushing already. Catches a piece of the wall. A lot of guys have been doing that. And he is pushing that car hard. You see him bouncing over the curbs. Razor's Edge driving here, the number 31 machine. Logan Paxa trying to do all he can to try and catch Terry Crouch. He really is just going to have to hope and pray for a mistake out of the 59 machine for him to be in contention for this. Just not enough time remaining in this for those fresh tires to really come in and for him to take advantage of it. Looking at our top 10, it's interesting. A lot of the drivers, in fact, just better than, well, just about half the drivers are currently running where they started. Terry Crouch, of course, your pole sitter, currently with the lead. Logan Paxa started 15th. He runs second, a bit of an anomaly up front. Third is Josh Lucas. That's where he started. Fourth is Matthias Ramos Mexia. He is running fourth. Fifth is Drew Blaze, also where he started. Stephen Place is sixth. He's up 8 positions. Kevin Blue runs P7, also where he started today's event. And then Taylor Toller is 8th. 9th is Alexis Mandrakia. 10th is Aiden Floyd, up 12 spots. Still a 10-second advantage for Terry Crouch with 6 minutes and change remaining. Alfredo Tricarici running in the 12th position, down 4 spots, started in the 8th position. He's got some company. That's Aiden Young. Car length maybe 2 out the back window. Alfredo showing some damage on that BMW versus the number 25 BMW behind him. Looks pretty clean, and it looks like he had an opportunity there. I don't know if Alfredo overshot turn 1. Aiden definitely cut him a break there. Stephen Place running 6th. Kevin Blue just in behind. These two have been battling all race long for these positions, whether it's 7th and 8th or 9th or 8th or 9th or 10th or what have you. They have not really been able to get away from each other through pit cycles and all. They continue to do battle. Bathhurst, one of Kevin Blue's favorite places to race. He's showing it here again, not giving an inch. Oh, we got trouble. Big time trouble. A Ferrari in this as well. Kevin Blue ended up getting into it. Aiden Floyd, Drew Blaze. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Not what you want to see. Let's take a look at it. Is this where it started? Hard to say. Just gets the rear end swinging around. And then everybody's going to pile in. Track's blocked. You see this happen so often. Drew Blaze just gets in there. He's just trying to barrel his way through. But then the Ferrari comes in. Rear ends Drew Blaze. Kevin Blue is in it. Red Bull BMW gets through without a problem. Big time changes here in the running order with less than 5 minutes to go with an incident. Like that might have been turn 13, 14 in that range. So Terry Crouch still your leader with a 9-second advantage over Logan Paxa. Josh Lucas third. Fourth is Taylor Toller. Fifth is Matthias Ramos Mexia. Kevin Blue still P6. Alexis Mandrakia is 7th. Now Dave Tamira up to 8th. Alfredo Tricarici still trying. 9th. Aiden Young is 10th. And then Aiden Floyd 11th. Again, he was further up in the running order, was involved in that incident. Brandon Domain 12th. Daniel Clark 13th. Bill Mulfeld 14th. Britt Osborne 15th. Drew Blaze has dropped all the way back to P16 with damage. Steve Place 17th. Gaston Massaroni 18th. 19th is Sean Roberts. Mike Piazza 20th. Jason Metcalf, Lockie Bloxham 21st and 22nd. So all that said, the damage to Kevin Blue, it appears to be minimal. I don't see anything glaring, and he seems to be running a pretty decent pace at the moment. Meanwhile, Logan Paxa, we said he was going to be hustling out there. His fast lap now at 2:02.69 the last time by. Down the hill into turn 23. See what he can chime in here for a lap time this time by. 2:02.77. He is just clicking them off. Chewing into that lead. I just don't think he's got enough time to catch him, even at 2 seconds a lap. Crouch ran a 2:04.92, a full 2 seconds plus slower than the Ferrari. But again, with that tire strategy that Paxa took on the pit stop, it's just really going to bite him here. Certainly the fastest car on the track right now is that second place Ferrari. But Terry Crouch, with 2 minutes remaining, that's one lap. Unless he makes a mistake, this one's going to be his. Brandon Domain crashed as well. Let's see what happened with the Mercedes. A little late on the brake, minimal incident. Scrapes the tires a little bit, keeps on going. Terry Crouch, a little bit of scraping on the wall as well. We've seen a lot of these fast guys using every inch and a little bit more of the racetrack. One minute remaining officially here. Terry should get the white flag this time across the stripe. Crests the hill on the straightaway here. Right-hand turn number 20. Heavy on the brakes into 21. And the right-hander 22. Final corner, turn number 23. And he will look for a white flag his final time around here at Bathhurst. There it is, white flag waves. Last lap here at Bathhurst Mount Panorama Racing Motorsports Circuit. Figure I screw up all the names tonight, I can mess that one up too. Terry Crouch, a dominating performance tonight. Started on the pole position. I think he may have led every lap, if not all but one through the pit cycle. Not sure if he gave that lap up, if he crossed the line before he lost the lead or not. But nonetheless, dominating performance, put on a clinic for sure. Just has to get around the circuit one more time. Mistake-free. Take home another checkered flag. I think he was our winner last week. Started the preseason off rather poorly. First lap, maybe second lap, ended up in an incident at Daytona, crashed out, was unable to make his way back after repairs, but been pretty solid, pretty lights out ever since. Again, won last race. En route to another checkered flag. Closes in on Mike Piazza once again, a lap car. Big kudos to Logan Paxton, though. He really has cut into that deficit. It's 3.5 seconds, but another lap or two, I think he would have caught Terry. We would have been able to see one heck of a battle for that lead. Crouch makes the pass on the lap car down the hill for a final time. Terry Crouch, one more left turn. Paxa closes it to under 3 seconds, but it's not going to be enough. Terry Crouch takes the checkered flag from Mount Panorama, wins at Bathhurst. Second place is going to be the Ferrari of Logan Paxa. Josh Lucas still in route. He may lock up P3 here in just a moment. There he is, turn 23. Checkered flag waves for the BMW as well. So it's BMW, Ferrari, BMW, and then a whole fleet of BMWs back to P7. And that's going to wrap it up here at Bathhurst. We're going to jump out and get a commercial out of the way and hopefully get some of our top three drivers, if not all three, in the broadcast booth for interviews. We'll be back after this.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mount Panorama Circuit. Lonestar Racing preseason GT3 Series. We've hoped to get some of our top 3 drivers up into the broadcast booth. We had Terry Crouch briefly appear. Hopefully we can get him to come back in here in just a moment. But nevertheless, it's preseason. Nothing works perfectly. We kind of run things fast and loose here in the preseason. But nonetheless, an impressive performance by Terry Crouch. And it looks like we do have him in the green room here, so we'll pull him up into the booth. See if Terry's got a copy for us. Terry, you got us? Nope, I do it over here. LSR is such a massive Discord. Sometimes it's hard to find people, and again, being preseason, I wasn't sure if we'd get everybody or not. But here you are, winner once again. I think that's 2 out of 3. Really poor luck starting the season as far as the preseason goes, but it's been pretty smooth sailing ever since. Tell us about your race tonight.
That guy, Logan, Jim was yelling at me every lap about how fast he was and how far off the pace I was, and he was killing me down the mountain every lap. So I knew I didn't have anything for him, so it was pretty much just don't overdrive the car, don't take myself out, and I don't know what happened with his pit stop, but it just let me steal one. That was it.
Well, we were watching it, and I didn't really see him in practice either, to be honest, as far as lap times he put down. If he just came in late, I don't know where the guy came from, because he started 15th on the grid and very quickly worked his way up. He got right to the back bumper. You guys both made your pit stop, he took tires. I'm not necessarily sure why. I think maybe the natural instinct when we're doing the endurance races is that, well, it takes just as long to fuel it as it does to change tires, but we're on a reduced fuel capacity here, so it was a 10-second stop with fuel only, and it was a 22-second stop with tires. So he still managed to track you down. I think it was under 3 seconds at the checkered flag. I was really hoping to watch some of that battle, but it didn't really develop. You took the checkered flag.
Yeah, that makes one of us that was waiting for that battle, because it wouldn't have been a battle. I think he'd have just fixed it in one corner and been gone. But yeah, I even cleared the fast repair because I didn't want my tires to go back to, fresh temps, and had everything straight. I figured the only chance I had was strategy and not bending it. So, luckily it worked out.
Well, like you said, luck. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. You're usually pretty damn good, but luck won't hurt either when you got a quick guy behind you.
Yeah, for sure. Just keep in my head. It's all you can do when you get something like that. And you're hearing, the first time I heard you did a 202.9, I had to do a double take. I was like, did somebody take the jump? Like, what happened? And then I have to go back and look at the replay because he was just absolutely shredding me all the way down the mountain.
202.53 ended up being his fastest of the day to your 203.80. I don't know where he was finding the speed, but he was lights out for a while.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean, up the mountain, I would hold my own. I'd lose a tenth or so. But then down the mountain, I just watched the relative drop so fast. So I'm pussyfooting down there. I'm trying not to crash, and he's turned some laps around this place, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Well, with that said, next week we start the official season for Lonestar Racing's GT3 Series, season number 2. Road America, race number 1. Interesting choice. One of my favorite places, I got to be honest. But where does it rank on your list of favorite places to race these GT3 cars at?
Oh, I love Road America. It's one of those tracks that it just feels so good to drive until you realize, being, a car length late on throttle hemorrhages time. And yeah, I think it's going to be interesting that, these high downforce fixed setups are going to be a great equalizer for a lot of it. I think it's going to be really tight, really good racing, probably the entire field.
Certainly looking forward to it. We're excited here at HBR TV. It seems like Kevin's got a good group of guys shaping up to run the series next week. It's going to be an awesome season to watch.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm eager for the thing to just get started. I want to blow all my luck in preseason races.
Well, Terry, again, congratulations on the win here. Good luck rolling into the official season, which starts next week here at HBR TV. We're going to let you go. Is there anyone you want to shout out to before you do?
Oh, yeah. Always the wife. She's actually watching this one. She wants me to put the broadcast on. So, thanks to her for letting me do this stuff all the time. I mean, we have a whiteboard in our kitchen where she plans meals and everything around my races.
That's awesome.
This session. So shout out to LSR and of course you for putting this thing on. It's a great time. And my team, TLDR SimSport and the Sim Pit.
Well, I'll put the shout out there to your wife as well for turning the broadcast on. We certainly appreciate her tuning in.
All right. Thanks, man.
We'll see you, Terry.
Take care.
Terry Crouch, your race winner here from Bathhurst, says he lucked into it. Well, maybe a little bit of both. I mean, you got to start up front, so that's talent. I don't know if Logan took the time to qualify or just came in here late, but nonetheless, he had a ton of pace. I think it would have been a bit of a battle to watch. The place where Logan was quick was kind of coming up the mountain, down the mountain. It's not really a great opportunity to make passes. Yes, you can get out there and gain some time and get right there on the guy, but there's nowhere to go. It's so tight up there. So I think we could have seen a good battle, but it'll have to wait. We'll see how things pan out next week at Road America. Watch these guys put the hammer down and race, well, for real, where it really matters, not preseason, just kind of getting your feet wet in this GT3 stuff. So guys, tune into it. Again, the season kicks off next week, February 6th. The session will be up at 8 p.m. in the East. We will go live a little bit before 9 p.m. in the East and run for 1 hour to decide a victor. It's going to be sprint races from here on in. I think there is one, maybe two longer race. I wouldn't call it necessarily an endurance, but more than an hour race. I think the final at Daytona possibly, but we'll get you that detail as things get a little bit closer. Let's take a look at our official race results from tonight. Terry Crouch, of course, takes the win. Logan Paxa, and hopefully I'm saying it right, he takes P2. Third went to Josh Lucas. We thought he was going to be a factor. Had a good run, just didn't see him go any further towards the front. Matthias Mexia finishes P4. Taylor Toller was 5th. Kevin Blue, P6. Alexis Mandrakia was 7th. David Tamira, top 10 finish in P8. Aiden Young was 9th. Aiden Floyd was 10th. Alfredo Tricarici. I'm still working on that one. I got to get that one figured out. Brandon Domain got that one figured out. P12. Daniel Clark was 13th. 14th, Bill Mulfeld. Britt Osborne was 15th. Mike Piazza, 16th. Drew Blaze, a tough run. He had a great race going. Was up in the top 3 for a bit. Late race crash, and it ended his day a little bit early. P17 for the 69 Ferrari. Steve Place was 18th. 19th went to Sean Roberts. Gaston Massaroni was 20th. Again, an early race incident. Lap 1 to be specific. He may have had a shot at battling for the win on this one as well. It was not meant to be. He finishes 20th. Jason Metcalf, 21st, and Lockie Bloxham, a hometown race for Lockie, finishes 22nd. And it looks to be everyone else below 22nd and on did not take the green flag. Juan Manconda, Andrew Locke, which you'll probably see run the official season beginning next week. Regardless, had some struggles here tonight. Literally just getting home from Daytona after some work with Fast MD Racing, the LMP3, the Daytona 24. I'm sure he's a bit tired after that. Decided, you know what? Not tonight. Either way, those are your race results, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please, if you haven't already done it, like, share, follow, subscribe, turn on the notifications, youtube.com/@HBRTV and the number 1. Helps push the audience to, push the broadcast to a wider audience, and certainly helps the channel out. And you don't miss out on any races, so it works both ways. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.